Morning YouTube, Scott here. It's currently about I don't know, 4 degrees, is it? Yeah, about 4 degrees, 40 Fahrenheit. So it's not too bad. It's nice and sunny out. It's alright, isn't it? I've got me a speedo cable hanging up, oiling at the moment. Nothing wrong with it. It's just old. You know how we get when we're old. But I've just run some engine oil down through it and some spray oil. Gotta say, happy birthday, belated I'm afraid, to Jay Taylor. Yeah, happy birthday. And Dave Me put up a couple of videos about the Lemons 24-hour race, and I've been there. Brilliant, right? Fantastic. It's great fun to watch. Sounds like you're having a lot of fun as well doing it. And a stupid thing, that little Lost interview you showed, I'm trying to remember just how many versions of that car there were. There was loads of them. There was MG 1100. There was a Princess, a Vandenpla, 1300 GT. That was quite a beast. Quite often bright orange. I think they did a horrible lime green one as well. I can't really remember. But snazzy. Speedo, rev counter, etc. What else did they do? Estate car version. Yeah, lots of versions of that. Cracking little car. Bit, you know, plain, but good fun. Those of us that had them as kids, as youngsters, they were great fun. You could throw them around and they'd waddle around like a little boat, but they were good fun. And they had hydroelastic suspension, so they had fluid suspension, and you could turn them into a lowrider really easy, just by they had like a tyre valve at the back, or the front, can't remember. Like a tyre valve, you just press a little tit in the middle and you'd let some fluid out, and then you'd have your low rider if you did both sides, and then your CV joints would knock. Yeah, good fun. Anyway, yeah, Arga Service Guy. Don't think I'm going to make the Pride of Longbridge, mate. I might make it as a viewer, but not taking part, I don't think, unless I take the Triumph. But oh yeah, talking about Triumph, I just measured these wheels, these crazy wheels of mine. They've got their multi-hole fitment, and this set of holes just happen to be 95 point whatever millimeters, which is 3 3/4 of an inch, which just happens to be just happens to be the same as the Triumph. Vincent has been in standard guise for long enough. It's time you got a bit of hot rod treatment. When Aggie the Austin's finished, I can't wait to get him in, because he's he kind of got finished hurriedly to get started on this. So so he'll be coming in. He'll get a 5-speed gearbox, which is a Ford, from a Ford, well, lots of things like them, Granadas, Sierras, called a Type 9 gearbox, which will give me 5-speed, and it won't be revving his little ghoulies off, and we can get some more mileage to the gallon out of him. I've got a plan for some Mikuni motorbike carburetors, instead of those old Strombergs on it. I'll go for triple Mikunis with a custom inlet manifold. That's the plan, and have a bit of a refreshment on the engine. Bless him, because he's getting a bit. Oh, he smokes a bit more than me. and I smoke enough. Anyway, so I'm going to get stuck in. I've got plans afoot. I've got, oh yeah, I've bought some Austin Healey wheels that will keep me going just until, oh, I spoke to Weller about the wheels, to ask them what's the correct wheels, and they said don't speak to us, speak to Ray Davis, who's the man that does the prepares these things for racing. So I'll speak to him in the week and see how much he wants for a set, and then, but in the meantime, just to get us rolling around for the minute, so I'll need to save up for them, I expect. We've got these Healey wheels which have got good tyres on them apparently. I believe everything they say on eBay. They'll turn up and they'll be like eggs, I expect, but anyway, we'll see. And well, the fix for my heavy-handedness last week was pulling the threads out like an idiot. My dad would say tight's tight and too tight's broke. Well, I tightened it up and then decided to give it another little push, pulled the threads. Well, that was the story last week. So what I've done is I've put I've just tapped it out to an M10. It was a 3/8 UNF before, so it's gone up to M10, and I'm going to drill down through the centre of the bolt, hopefully, and go back to putting the nipple in. That's the plan. I should have just enough room, with a bit of luck, get to the bottom of its step, so I can go in with a smaller drill first and then a slightly bigger one to go up to the threads. So we'll see if that works, because that screws in there nice and tight. It's coarser thread, so it sort of bites better, but there we go. See ya. Okay, so rear brake union take 2. If it's going to work. So that's my my little get me out of shit adapter. Drilled right through now. Oh, look, drilled right through. That's going to go in there. So I'm going to do this. I'm holding it with my chin in the camera.
This Thursday, and in the shop.
And then
Trying to put the finishing touches, extension.
so that's it. I'm just going to that little adapter there, the steel one, I'm going to thread lock it in.
That's on a previous video.
Oh.
Pattern I made the extension.
Anyway, so yeah.
Show you some of the fitting.
Don't over tighten stuff like me. Well guys, we've got right brake pressure finally, so that's cool. Mary's got the thighs of a New Zealand front row, so I think she gave it a really good stamp on the pedal. No sign of any leaks, so that's cool. If anybody's going to make it leak, it'll be Mary. So on to other things now. Catch up in a bit. Well guys, it's only about lunchtime now. I did a quick adaptation on this throttle cable. As my new friend Fergus predicted, the cable's snagged. It needs to have like a natural sort of flow to the cable for it not to snag. I was starting to get silly in sizes of springs, so basically I've made I've taken out a male and female brake pipe nut, made a short little piece of brake pipe, copper brake pipe, and screwed them together to make a cable guide, and so far it's working good, so I'm happy with that. At the moment I'm just doing the last bit of the final bit of modification, I guess. So some of you might remember me buying a anti-roll bar or sway bar from eBay, last sort of thing. Basically connects to the front of the car with some little drop links that look like that. with some crikey, like that. So and then through some little triangle plates that bolt to the the bottle, wishbone, wish arm, wishpan, through that. So like that. So, but get it fitted up on a car. It's never, obviously A35's never had an anti-roll bar. This is off of MG Midget. So I've got to do a little bit of fabrication for these points for the mountains. So I'll catch up with you when I've got some more of that done. Well, I think I kind of got it where I think I want it. It's hard to hold it in place, it keeps wriggling around, you know what I mean? I've got a 6mm of packers between the sump and the anti-roll bar there. And it's going to sit kind of like that. I think I'm going to weld a plate on the back of here to come up and straighten this part. And I think we should be near enough there. I reckon you could do with doing a little bit longer on the front here to make those links more direct, because they do lean out slightly. Maybe that's because the blocks are so thick. But I noticed that that's the only way I can get it to clear sometimes is if I've got that blocks that thick. If I went smaller, I had some 25mm blocks, and I had to pull it forward so far that these were leaning even more. But anyway, that's on a go. I've got the suspension sat right on the bottom of the kingpins, and I've jumped up and down on it so it's fairly relaxed, and I can still, it's not so tight I can't move the anti-roll bar around. So I think that's about neutral position. That's what it feels like anyway. So I'll weld all these bits together and have a look after that. Well, that's it for me today. The roll bar's fitted. I've got a bit of a, ended up with a 10mm gap in the end. So pretty happy with that. That's alright, that is. Near enough. So I just, there's an existing hole at the top of the, there for the 3/8 hole, so I just made a tag on the back. As you can see, I think this was about 4mm plate, so I've sandwiched it, made it a bit longer. Tag at the back, box section, welded the base plates on, and it's all on there, so I'm fairly happy with that. So all I'll do is take it off again and paint it all up and go back on. Now I think that's pretty much all of the modifications done now. Just a matter of finishing the car off. Alright guys, I'll catch up with you later.